Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this fine planet, on this fine hump day. It's Wednesday. Hope everyone's
in
doing
this
well.
simulation.
Yeah, on this simulation. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm joined as always on Queries and Theories by my accomplice Amelia and Jimbo. Amelia, how are you, my lovely?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I'm tired.
Tired. Jimbo, how are you?
Excellent, thank you. Looking forward to the show.
Are you tired?
For me? No,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, good.
A little bit bunged up, but fine.
Good. Hope everyone in the chat's well. We've got AJ straight away saying already been and got my snacks, highlight of my week. Big up AJ. Scott Collivers here saying there are 300 sextillion stars. The sun is just one of them. Wow, that's a lot of stars. Big up Phil Coy saying happy hump day. Same to you. Leo saying good morning, my homies. Much love to you, my love. All right, to Graham, Spurs GCTV. And Jimbo, did we do our research this week?
Well, you kind of sprung it on me. So, no, I haven't done much homework, but my knowledge is worldwide.
To be actually fair, this was a lastminute.com sort of show because we didn't know what was happening this week. There was plans that got cancelled and changed. So we haven't really done that much research. We're going sort of off the cuff here, but sometimes that's the best way to be, in my opinion anyway. Graham saying, here's a conspiracy. The UFO landings were only covered up as it was rumoured they wanted to have vested Spurs. Ooh, you could be right. But yeah, today we're going to talk about a few different subjects, Jimbo. First of all, chemtrails, which is the conspiracy theory that believes that condensation trails left in the sky by high-flying aircraft are actually chemtrails consisting of chemical or biological agents sprayed for nefarious purposes.
Can I just say something before we start?
Yeah.
Amelia's eyebrows ginger.
Are you bald?
You bald. Don't be mean. Believers in this conspiracy theory say that while normal contrails dissipate relatively quickly, contrails that linger must contain additional substances. Tennessee lawmakers have recently passed a bill banning the release of airborne chemicals that critics say is inspired by the chemtrails theory. Amelia, do you believe that the aeroplanes are releasing chemicals into the air, and if so, for what purpose?
I don't really get it, to be honest.
What don't you get?
I don't aeroplanes just leave smoke anyway?
Yeah, but what they're saying is that the normal smoke is one thing, but these ones, if you look up to the sky, when you see an aeroplane go and it's smoky, it normally goes quite quick, but some of them stay for ages, and they're saying that there's chemicals in the atmosphere.
It doesn't surprise me.
I mean, AJ's saying they're used to control the weather. Jimbo, what's your thoughts on chemtrails?
I don't know, really. I mean, sometimes you see planes leave them, but not leave massive ones, and then other planes you see leave absolutely huge ones that must be miles long. So I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, but I mean, for what reason would they leave them if they were putting chemicals in the air?
Well, Shemtan says they're used to test biological weapons to see the reactions. Some people suggest they're used for population control, literally to make sure people don't live that long, so we don't get overpopulated.
Well, they should shut the borders then, shouldn't they? And
don't start being all controversial, Jimbo.
Just limit how many they let in, then we won't overpopulate.
Yeah, but we're not just talking about this country. We're talking about the whole world becoming overpopulated.
Well, they let the whole world do the same thing.
Some people say they use them to spray onto crops because, again, to control people and what they eat and how long they live. It's all different theories. Some, like AJ said, they use it to control the weather. I mean, I believe they're real. 100%.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're trying to kill us all off.
Joey Barton bringing an interesting point. So this is a simulation, but we've been programmed to question something that's programmed to appear in the program sky that's been programmed by an alien. But Joey, this is because Amelia and I have leveled up. The more you level up, the more your mind opens to questioning these things. Those that are down in the lower levels don't question anything. They accept everything as gospel. They think the BBC only speaks the truth. They think dinosaurs lived. They think whatever they get told to think.
There was a meteor.
Yeah, they think there was a meteor and whatnot. Whereas when you level up, this is what happens.
Diplodocus communicate.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying, but that's our theory. But yeah, I mean that kind of leads us on to the next one, really, because they're kind of linked. With cloud seeding, also known as weather modification, is a technique that can increase the likelihood of rain or snow by manipulating the clouds. In the 1950s, the UK heavily invested into weather control, but currently deny any sort of cloud seeding or weather manipulation occurring here in this country. Cloud seeding is ineffective in drought situations as clouds do not have the moisture to release. However, seeding is more common in these conditions, suggesting it's for political purposes. A major risk is that the silver iode that they use to seed clouds is highly toxic and regulated under the Clean Water Act as a hazardous substance. Cloud seeding in the United Arab Emirates led to an increase in urban flooding, a deathly blizzard in China, and severe flooding in the UK. Jimbo, I'm going to come to you first. What do you think? Should we be messing with Mother Nature and manipulating the Earth's water balance?
Right. I think, on this one, I think there's something in this. Now, obviously there's clouds, right, that are natural. But we've seen videos, Kate, we've both seen them together. Was that Jen? Right, Jen.
Yeah.
We've both seen them together where they've been very low, right, and along the floor, and people have filmed them, and they just look like clouds, right, and then they move out of the way of things, right,
Yeah.
and keep moving, and then we've seen them slowly. You remember the videos we saw?
Yes.
And they slowly go back up. Now, that is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. So that must have been being controlled by something.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, Jen's saying that there's clouds seeding all over the skies today. Amelia, what's your thoughts?
I didn't know what it was till about 10 minutes ago.
What was that? What was that?
She didn't know what it was till about 10 minutes ago, to be honest. I mean, I do believe it because there's governments that admit to doing it, but I don't really understand why they do it. I'm not going to lie. I don't really understand. I'd understand if it was like to stop droughts, so they put water there, but to just do it willy-nilly, I don't get it.
What was them clouds that were on the ground and were moving out the way?
I've no idea.
Big up, Nick.
I've no idea. Big up, Nick. Yes, I am feeling better. Thank you so much again for looking after me after the match, you absolute legend. Mwah. Thank you so much. Evidence can be manipulated to suit the agenda. Yeah. I just don't understand why they do it. I don't understand what difference it makes if the sun's out or the clouds are out to the people. I mean, if it rains, less people are going to go out, but what difference does that make?
Less pollution.
Yeah, less pollution. China used it to develop rain in drier areas. They did, but if there's a drought, say in Ethiopia, they can't actually do it because there has to already be moisture in the clouds for them to manipulate it to rain. And there isn't the moisture there. So it's all a little bit strange. I'm a little bit on the fence. There obviously is such a thing. I literally have no clue why they they do it, unless it's just another way to show that they can control everything, which is quite possible. Kate, you need to think on a much bigger scale. Explain, AJ, what you mean. We mess with Mother Nature on every level. Even the fuel in cars is a manipulation of Mother Nature. This is true. Jen says people don't go out in the rain. Yeah, but why do they want us to stay in? I find it all a little bit because of pollution, and because I suppose once we're in, everyone knows where we are.
Exactly.
It's all a bit strange. Have you all seen how they're using rain manipulation to grow greens in the Sahara Desert? No, I have not. That's madness. But I mean, Dubai had floods and it didn't rain in Dubai for donkey's years. Governments could weaponise the weather, cause floods and other extreme weather on their enemies. Oh, that's a good point. Never thought of that, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're going to war and all of a sudden our government causes, I don't know, a tornado in wherever we're going to war. Nick says, I'd like to be manipulated. You might get taken down if you discuss too deeply. Oh, they're watching us, Amelia. Well, I better not go into it any more than that. I don't want to get taken down. Another theory today is, are birds real? There's a theory that claims all birds were exterminated between 1959 and 1971 and replaced with lookalike drones used to spy on citizens. Amelia, I'm coming to you on this one.
I think they're drones.
You think they're drones? What,
Yeah.
every bird or just certain birds?
Most of them.
Most of them.
Mainly pigeons.
Why pigeons?
And actually seagulls. There's
So
just
they
too
make a
many
poop
of
on
them.
you.
There's just too many pigeons. Why is there that many if they're not sat behind it? Do you know what I mean? Like, when you go take the dogs out, not that I do very often, you see loads of them over there.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Exactly.
Why?
Jim, what are your thoughts on the birds?
No, I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them were drones. But it wouldn't surprise me at all, but not all of them. No. You see too many dead birds in there.
Yeah, but that means they get hit by a truck and their drones die.
Yeah, but then you see all their guts and splatter all over the place.
Haven't you seen Terminator? He's got guts and stuff, but then underneath the skin and that is robots.
He hasn't got guts inside of him. He's got wires and metal.
Yeah,
It
but
wouldn't surprise me if some of them were drones. Not at all.
He's got flesh and blood.
Wouldn't surprise me. Well, like Jason and the Argonauts, he had an owl.
Oh yeah, that wasn't Jason and the Argonauts. That was the other one.
Sinbad.
Not Sinbad, you Burke. Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans.
Oh, well, I thought that was Jason.
No, and it goes that thing.
That's it.
Like R2D2. Everything's a form of control. Control the weather, food supplies, pesticides, travel. Majority of the world's population is sheep to be led. The ones who question are ridiculed and killed. Yeah. Well, I think some of these, there's some truth in the bird thing. I think there is definitely some truth in the fact that birds are drones because they're everywhere you go, and they do watch you. Yeah, they do watch you. Everywhere they go, people want to know. They look at you in a funny way, birds.
Yeah, and as soon as you have a bit of bread.
As soon as you have a bit of bread.
It's up to you.
This one we're going to touch on. Flat Earth conspiracy theories arose in the 50s and have been given new life in the internet age. Flat Earthers don't see beyond their own horizon. The line between the Earth and the sky looks flat, they figure, and all the rest of the evidence gets tossed out the window. Jimbo, are you convinced the Earth is round, or do the Flat Earthers have a point?
No, the Earth is round, I'm convinced.
Amelia?
I think it's round.
But if it was flat,
it'd fall off.
You'd fall off. And
what if you walk to the end of the Earth and then you just...
Or if you sailed there and the boat gets to the end and just plucked off.
Yeah, then where'd you go?
And the underneath, if it was like that, this bit would be dark all the time if there was only one sun.
Yeah, where do you go if you fall off the Earth? Do you respawn because it's a simulation?
Maybe. I'm thinking of Tarzan and the giant peach. I personally do actually believe that the Earth is round, but I'm a little bit on the fence as to whether I believe that there's only one sun.
Yeah.
I don't understand time zones.
No.
And I don't understand the sun. Why can there only be one sun? When there's 10 million, trillion, zillion, bajillion stars, why is there only one sun?
But there might be other planets that have got their own suns.
Yeah, but I'm talking about only one sun on Earth.
Well, you would see if there was more than one.
Why?
Well,
no, because it might be designated to that country.
Yeah, how would you only? I mean, we can't see what's going on in Spain at the minute, or Australia, or New Zealand. So how do we know they're all under the same sun?
They would know, Kate, with satellites filming
Big up
Earth.
Minerals. Not seen you for ages. Hope you're well, my love. Because it's our solar system. Yeah, but is it? We're only going by what we're told. I don't believe there's one sun for the whole wide world.
No.
It doesn't make sense. Isn't it?
Mm.
And why is it ridiculous o'clock in Australia right now?
Because it's on the other side of the world. So it's dark there and we've got the sun here. Well, not really the sun because it's not out, but
I don't get it, because why can't there be another sun in Australia, but it still be nighttime there?
It doesn't work like that.
Why doesn't it work like that?
Because we're revolving. So
no, revolving, not evolving.
But you said evolving.
No, but are we? Why can't I feel like we're going round in circles? Well, I do most.
I feel like I'm going round in circles in this conversation.
Why can't we feel that we're moving?
Because you can't.
Isn't that what an earthquake?
It's the gravity. You can't feel it.
I don't know.
What is an
earthquake? Yeah, I'm with you, Ed.
Jim, Amelia said, "What's an earthquake?"
An earthquake is, well, you know what an earthquake is when it.
I know what it is, but why does it happen?
I think it's to do with pressure.
And what happens? The world shakes. I mean, what I don't really understand.
It's not a Jim makes the earth move. No, I think it's something to do with pressure under the ground that makes it happen.
Yeah, say what you just said.
Because the aliens are inside the world, they're stomping around.
That's what it is.
And making us shake.
Conservation of momentum means you can't feel the motion. Like being in a car, you only feel it when you speed up or down. But you feel like you're moving all the time when you're in a car, don't you?
No, if you Jim makes the earth move, especially in snooker rules.
When you sit in the car, you're moving, but you're not actually moving. Your body's not moving, but you're moving.
Like yesterday, right? I was in the back of your car, and someone was moving next to you, and I thought it was you moving, but it wasn't. It was them.
What?
I was in the back of your car yesterday when we was in the car park of where we went, and the woman next to you was moving, reversing, but I thought it was actually you moving. But it was her.
Right.
So yeah, sometimes
you're like trains, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Train goes past you think you're moving.
Yeah, if a train whizzes past you think you're moving, or aeroplanes.
Yeah.
If you put your hand out in front of you when in a moving car, you don't feel like you're fighting against the speed of the car, do you? No, you don't. That's what you're saying, isn't it? It's weird. Like if something was rushing towards you and you pushed against it, you'd feel that speed. Yeah. But when you do it in a car, you don't feel like you're moving.
Yeah, you're not moving in the car, but
I was moving.
Yeah, with you in it. So it's weird because you're moving, but you're not actually moving.
In space, the Earth's round, but on the planet looks flat. At the moon, it's completely round. And then, of course, when we talk about the Earth, we got to talk about gravity, which don't make sense either.
No.
Explain what you said earlier. Why is there gravity inside?
Oh yeah, I don't like that there's gravity inside
The house.
buildings or
See
the
you later,
house.
Nick.
Because I think if there was no gravity inside the house, we wouldn't need stairs. And stairs get on my nerves, and I'm out of breath by the time I'm at the top of them. So if I could float up them.
And why, if there's gravity, can an aeroplane fly in the sky and not get pulled down to Earth? Jimbo?
We could be, because of the jets. The jet engines keep it up there. I mean, it's amazing when you think about it, why how an aeroplane stays in the sky. That's just amazing. And when you go on a cruise liner and you're on this ship that's like a city, and it floats.
I've got another question. If I've got a balloon for my birthday, just made of air, just a normal balloon, I let it out, why does it fly and not stay on the ground because of gravity?
Yeah, because the air.
Let it out in the garden.
Yeah, because the air is pushing it up. Where the air's coming out, it pushes it up. It's like propelling it.
No, not when it's coming out while it's sealed.
Yeah, but that's helium.
No, I'm talking about a balloon I've blown up with my gob.
Yeah.
I've tied it up and I want to let it out in the garden.
Yeah.
Why don't it stay on the floor because of gravity?
It does. It drops to the floor.
It don't. It goes up to the sky.
No, that's if it's got helium in it.
No, it does go
up.
up.
The other day when we were setting down the gender reveal balloons, they had helium in it, I think. Or maybe
yeah,
not.
But they were too old.
They didn't fly.
No, they'd been in the shed, Amelia, for a couple of weeks. So that's why the helium seeps through the balloon. Yeah, it's the wind. If it's windy out, Kate, because the balloon air is light and the air's in the balloon and the balloon's light, the wind will take it up.
So the wind is more powerful than gravity?
No, because the balloon's light. Do it with a brick. If you put a brick out there, that's not going to float, is it?
What?
Brick outside, it's not going to float.
It's
not going to float, but a balloon floats with the wind because its air is very light. Look, air. There's air all around me, and you can just put your hand through it.
Well,
and the balloon's light.
Helium balloons to me, I'd float.
If Amelia tied enough helium balloons to her, would she float?
I would.
Jasper. I don't know. I'd like to try it.
People try it. They put their baby in.
What?
They tie a balloon to their baby and the baby floats.
They've tied balloons to newborn babies and the baby floats. I will have to try it when little one's born. I mean, so if I tied a load of helium balloons to my dog, would he go up to the sky?
Yeah.
Oh my God, please can we try that? That will be the best experiment ever.
So what if we don't get him back?
That's all right. We just have to throw things to pop him while he's up in the sky.
Well, he's actually down here growling, so he's obviously heard you and he doesn't like that idea.
Who, Jasper?
Yeah.
Well, I want to try it.
Come here.
Or we could do it with a cat.
Come here.
Oh my God, that'd be the best thing. Can you imagine people coming out of their gardens looking up and seeing a floating dog?
I'd love to fly.
Oh, Amelia wants to do it. We might have to buy a load of helium balloons to try and get Amelia off the ground.
I don't think you get Amelia off.
I wonder how many it would take.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah. If you had them to your legs, all the way up your legs, all the way up your arms, all the way around your neck, around your hair, you must surely get it.
Look what Joey's just put. Let me see if I can Google it.
Kate, YouTube man floats with helium balloons.
I've seen it.
I haven't.
I'm going to look now.
Do you know what? That would be the best. Man floats with helium.
That says Goliaths.
Helium balloons. Oh my God! 100 helium balloons carry man in chair for 15 miles.
Yeah, you just got to sit on a chair and tie it to the chair. Then what if the chair tips when you're in the ground?
Oh my God, it's like up.
Put him in there.
Jim, this is what's meant to be for you because you look like the little man out of Up. Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? It's like your own hot air balloon. Mind you, look at the size of the balloons. They're not normal balloons.
Oh, they've just used left balloons.
Yeah, they look like them real big ones that you see at fairgrounds and that.
But it's not the balloon size, it's the helium that does it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh my God, I'm just watching it now.
That is pretty amazing, I must admit. So we wouldn't take that many to get you up there because you don't weigh nothing. Probably only need 3 or 4. I'd love to do it with a cat. Watch Holly floating over the gardens. That'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so cute.
That's absolutely mental looking at that.
We'd need about 10 million balloons to get you off the ground, Jimbo.
Oh, what are you saying?
Not enough helium.
Yeah, do you know what? This is another conspiracy theory that we completely agree with, that no one's landed on the moon. Number 1, when they took the photo, it cast a shadow and there wouldn't be a shadow. Number 2, he just pushed the flag into what would be rock hard rock.
And the flag was moving.
And the flag was moving.
You look like the Queen then.
I mean, last time we covered that, Jimbo, you said you thought we had been to the moon. Changed your mind.
I think with all the technology now, yeah, we have been there. That's what I think. But the Lumen,
is that because the BBC told you?
Don't be a smart ass.
Well, I don't understand why you think we've been there.
Huh?
I don't understand. You believe everything else they say, she said.
I don't very rarely watch the BBC, darling. I don't particularly like the BBC.
You watch a BBC?
No, they're not all BBC. Some are on our box and some are on.
You was watching iPlayer last night.
Yeah, last night I was on the dinosaur one.
Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on dinosaurs.
Well, I want to know what happened. Look, I want to know. I can't work this out. And I've tried and tried and tried. Chicken and the egg. What come first?
Well, no one knows.
What could have happened? There's got to be an explanation. Because one of them has to be there first. The chicken has to be there to lay the egg, but the egg has to be there to lay the chicken. Is that not on spinning?
It's on spinning.
Oh. But it's what come first. Jim, what do you think?
I don't know. I just think maybe 2 different birds had noughties and then laid an egg and the chicken come out.
How them birds come along?
Yeah, where did they come from?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a dinosaur laid the egg and it evolved into a chicken. That's another thing that I find fascinating. I'll say that in a minute. But let's work this one out. What comes first?
No one knows.
Well, what do you think, Amelia?
Oh, I don't know. Let me Google.
What come first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
You did say earlier maybe a cockerel laid the egg.
The egg likely became before the chicken came, not became.
It's pretty safe to say that the egg came first. That doesn't make sense because who laid the egg?
Because if there had been no egg, there would have been no chicken. But other animals lay eggs, though, didn't they?
Yeah, snakes.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
The eggs came first. Everyone's saying the eggs came first.
Legs.
Yeah, Amelia said maybe a cockerel laid it.
Is that what you think, Amelia?
I don't know.
She don't care. The pyramids have the answers to all our questions and answers to where we came from. Do you know what? That could be true. Good day, you 3. I know nothing. Big up, David Shear. Been a member for 9 months. Could have had a baby in that time. You absolute ledge. Hey, can we get a poll? Who believes we landed on the moon? Yeah, let me set it up. Hang on a minute. Jimbo, what was you going to say? You can't get your.
I was going to say I find it really, really fascinating that all dinosaurs laid eggs. How big they were. I mean, some of them are just so big, it's unbelievable. They find bones that are like bigger than men, just one bone, one part of the leg bone. So, and they all laid eggs. I think that's just absolutely amazing.
But Jimbo, I find it amazing that you think dinosaurs exist.
They did exist.
They didn't.
Kate, there's so many people finding fossils and bones and all around the world, right? They even found where they think the meteor hit. Well, why would they spend all these hundreds and hundreds of people, right, and spend all these millions and millions excavating and doing all this side? They got special labs for dinosaur bones where they work stuff out. Why would they spend all that money on something that they've made up?
Hoover said elephant eggs are the dangerous ones. You don't want one of them hitting you when it falls out of the nest. Big upside dancer. Is that my daughter? No, it's my niece. My niece. I am old enough to be her mum, but no, it's my niece. Organisms came first and everything evolved from that. Everything is an energy source from the moment of the Big Bang. I don't believe in the Big Bang. I don't believe in dinosaurs, and I don't believe in evolution either. Big up, Daniel. I mean, Jimbo, you seem so sure that dinosaurs are real, and yet they've never found a full skeleton.
Yeah, okay. They found near enough full skeletons.
Have they found a full one?
Well, I'm not sure. I can't answer
No,
that.
they haven't.
I'm not sure.
They haven't. The most they've found is 90%. You can look it up. I'm telling you, it's factual. Ancient Egypt is the most fascinating part of history. How and where the pharaohs came from, hieroglyphics, yeah, and why we can't enter the pyramids now. That really winds me up. Big up Scott and Paul G. Hope you're both well. I'm telling you now, the most they've ever got of a dinosaur is 90%. And out of all the T-Rexes that are supposed to live, they've only got, I think, 25. They've only ever excavated 25. So big up to David Shear, who gifted a membership to the channel. I'm just going to see who it went to. It went to Kuva. Big up, David, and big up, Kuva. Thank you very, 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 very much indeed. And big up, Lisa. I hope you're well, chica. Jim, what was you going to say?
It says here they found 149 bones, right, in the cliffs of Compton Bay. Suggests the dinosaur was the size of a large American bison. The remains of a large herbivore animal discovered on the Isle of Wight in 2013 have been described by scientists as the most complete dinosaur skeleton found in the UK in the last 100 years.
Yeah, but most complete, but it isn't complete. AJ doesn't believe dinosaurs existed. I don't believe they existed. I don't believe there was some big bang.
The first nearly complete dinosaur skeleton to be discovered virtually intact anywhere in the world was in Faluki, wherever that is.
And Jimbo, it's like Amelia said, if a big old meteor had hit the Earth, why isn't there a big bit of the Earth missing?
An almost complete dinosaur skeleton found connected from its hind skull to its tail. So
Jimbo,
near enough.
You didn't hear me.
No, I know. I was engrossed. Go on.
I said, if as Amelia said earlier, if there was a massive meteor hit the Earth, why isn't there part of the Earth missing?
No, they found where they think the meteor hit, right? And obviously, it was 150 million years ago. So with sandstorms and different storms, and over the years, most of it's been covered in. So we got to remember,
it wiped out 60% of the planet. That'll be over half the planet gone.
It did wipe out 60% of the planet, they reckon.
But Kuva, you say there's massive craters giving evidence to meteor strikes, or giving evidence to spaceships landing, or attacks from spaceships. Big up, Steve. Yeah, I've seen the craters in Arizona and near Las Vegas and that, but that doesn't mean it comes from meteors. I think that comes from aliens, maybe attacking us or landing. It's always in the desert. The entire skeleton, now known as the Wankel T-Rex, please tell me that is true, and it is actually called the Wankel T-Rex, was excavated and displayed at the Museum of the Rockies in 2013. It was prepared for its journey to Washington, D.C. Yucatan platform is where it hit 65 million years ago. But how does anyone know that? No one was there. No meteors, not spaceships. I don't believe in it all. Big up, Rinketic. David, not fucking aliens. Yeah, it was a good win. Jimbo and I were there. It was a great game of football. Very enjoyable indeed. I wish we was going this week, although it is away to Newcastle, so maybe not. Are you looking for the Wankel T-Rex?
No, I'm looking at something else.
I'm going to Google that and see if that's true, because that is the best name ever. Wankel T-Rex. Oh my god, it is called the Wankel. Look. Oh my god, that's the best name ever. There was a meteor that hit Spurs 24 years ago. It left a massive hole in our squad. Why has that not been covered? Jim, if a massive meteor hit the Earth hard enough to wipe out all life, there would be a huge hole. If someone smashes into my car and puts a huge dent in it...
Yeah, but look. What Joey just said, it was 65 million years ago, right? So with sandstorms and different weathers, and
I thought it was 150 million years ago.
I said 150 because I was watching the dinosaur program last night and they found some bones from 150 million years ago. That's what I was in thing. I think he's right. I think it was 65 million years ago. But there's been all the weather, the different weathers over the millions and millions of years has filled in the hole. We think it's not just going to stay like a hole. If you dig a hole in the garden, right, and leave it over time with the weather, it's going to start filling up.
Big up, Joey. Travel safe to Newcastle on Friday. Jim, you have some patience. David,
I love it, David.
It's not about patience. It's that we like to question things that we don't believe in. I just don't believe that dinosaurs wandered about all these years ago.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff we spoke about, you have kind of made me think in different ways, but not about dinosaurs. I won't have it. They will spend millions and millions and millions.
Why? Government's always spending money.
And what they've built, they've put dinosaurs in museums, and like you see them examining bones and doing reconstructions on computers of the bones they found to see what it looks like. You think they're doing all that just to trick us?
No, but Jimbo, let me explain something to you. Let me finish because I've got to try and put this in the right words, right? The amount of money it would cost to fool everyone to thinking that dinosaurs existed and that we're all part of an evolution would pale into insignificance to the amount of money that they would lose if it was dispelled that religion doesn't exist.
I mean, what's dinosaurs got to do with religion, darling?
Because if they say that we didn't evolve, right? That's a fact. And people don't believe in God anyway, then the only other answer is aliens, right? Now, if they come out and say that there was no dinosaurs, we didn't evolve, and there isn't any aliens, it would make religion a thing. But they would never do that. I explained that really badly, but I know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you mean. But I mean, you can still. It doesn't mean people who believe in religion have to believe in dinosaurs, and people who do believe in dinosaurs have to believe in religion.
If you're a religious person who studies the Bible, for instance, there is no mention at all of dinosaurs being in the world. So you can't believe in one and not the other.
Well, maybe the dinosaurs was here before God.
Don't be ridiculous. God created the earth if you're religious.
Yeah, but maybe God come from another planet and created Earth.
You're going to get me shut down in a minute if you start saying things like that.
Well, it's true. He might have done. We don't know that. God could be an alien from another planet that created us.
There is more proof that dinosaurs existed than there is that God existed. I agree with that. How can we say crocodiles, bees, snakes existed with dinosaurs, but dinosaurs are the only ones that are wiped out? Yes, barbaric. Yes, please, someone explain that to me as well.
Look, Kay, I explained to you before, right, that it wasn't the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs, right? It wasn't them that wiped them out. It wiped it out completely. If you see a bomb go off, it releases all that smoke and gases and whatever in the air, right? That covers, you know, like if an atom bomb went off, right? The meteor caused that, and it blocked out the sun, so the plants couldn't grow, right? So the plant eating dinosaurs eventually died because nothing was growing, and then the carnivores kept going until they ran out, and then they died. But some, like they reckon the woolly mammoth survived the meteor, the Big Bang, all right? But then the first humans wiped them out. They say, and like, look, there is different theories about it, but I mean, it's just what you believe. It's what you wish to believe. They found woolly mammoths, right, with spearheads in them, but the spearheads were made of their own bone. Where they'd been killed, they'd made spears out of their bones and then killed other mammoths. So they found bones of mammoths with spearheads in them that were made out of their own bones.
Kuva says, surely you can't believe there's more evidence of dinosaurs if you say they never existed. I can, because there is evidence out there to show, but I don't believe that they're bones. I think they're made up. I don't believe for 1 second those are real dinosaur bones. I think
you would never ever convince me that dinosaurs never walked the earth.
Well, you'll never ever convince me that they did.
So what if you went to one of these because they have special labs for dinosaur bones where they examine them and see what DNA they can get, and they reconstruct on a computer the bones to see what they look like. So what if you went to one of them and you actually touched the bone and saw it was bone and you could feel it? You wouldn't believe then.
I don't know what bone feels like, so I wouldn't know if it was a bone.
I don't know if I would still believe it if it was just one bone. Because it could be a bone.
But if there was lots of bones, I mean,
it could be bones from tigers.
All right. Well, I mean, you have to believe what you believe, but I mean, I just find it very strange that they spend billions and billions of pounds, and these people, paleontologists, go to university for years and years and years to learn. Right? I mean, I was watching a guy last night who had been doing it for 30 years, and when you listen to him talking, you watch him working, and you just think, well, why would they do it? There's no reason why they would do it. It's not like with the pandemic, right? People come up with these conspiracy theories, right? And some of them you think, shit, they could be right. But with dinosaurs and excavating and all that they do, I just can't see why they would do it. It would just be a waste of time and money. Why would someone waste his whole life on something that isn't true?
Yeah. Look, AJ says that doesn't make sense. A meteor wipes out all life, but not the mammoths. Where the fuck were they hiding? And why didn't they tell any of the others, the bastards? Which I get.
It wiped out 60% of the planet, right? It didn't wipe out the whole planet. So that's why why we're existing now. But you've got to think to yourself, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, because if the dinosaurs hadn't been wiped out, right, then we'll be here now, because they would be the apex predators.
The Earth is like that, right? Why is it like that?
I guess.
How do I make it with my fingers? Like that now. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but are you saying it wiped out 60% of the Earth or 60% of life?
It wiped out 60% of the planet was wiped out because of the meteor. That's what they say. Yeah.
What, I mean, what, land or?
Well, it wipes out 60% of living creatures. Okay, it was but see, the program I watched on it, it said that when it went off, right, it did say the names of the places, and I can't remember.
Patagonia.
What? No,
Patagonia.
there was a place that the dinosaurs lived that it never reached, right? Because they reckon that the dinosaurs lived on every continent, right? They've proved that. And there was dinosaurs in places where the bomb never reached, right? Because it's like a shockwave, and it made tsunamis, right, and earthquakes. But it was the smog and the smoke and all that covered the earth that wiped the big dinosaurs out.
Big up, David gifted another membership that went to Joey Barton. Thank you very much. Raymond's here. Not seen you for a while,
Right.
Raymond. Hope you're well. Darren says they must have been dinosaurs if humans weren't around. Why? There could have been any animal. Big up, Vindaloo said, of course dinosaurs walk the earth. There's too many facts, Kate. Jimbo's right. Crazy. We're only being told what they want us to know. Kate, question. Do you honestly think we're in a simulation? Yes, I do. Jim asked me that at the end of the show last week. He said, I don't believe you really believe it. Swear to me you think we are. And I said, I swear, 100% I believe it. I'm not just saying it for effect. I do believe it, and you believe it too. And so does my sister. Go on, Jim. What was you going to say?
No, I watch a lot of programs of dinosaurs because it fascinates me. That
Amelia don't like football. She don't get it. Does Amelia support Tottenham? And I said she don't like football. She don't get it.
No, it just fascinates me that the whole thing with dinosaurs, you know, and it's how they got wiped out, and it's sad, really, they got wiped out in a way because they're fantastic. They were fantastic creatures, you know.
If you meet one, you don't know that.
You
don't know that. You didn't meet one.
Yeah, you've never met one.
No, but they can tell by they found dinosaurs, and they've been able to tell what it was eating, right? And so they can tell if they were plant eaters or meat eaters. And I've seen reconstructions of areas what they think that it would have looked like, and what dinosaurs would have lived there.
Yes, Angus, I will be doing my normal lunchtime show, and then probably might do another show near a deadline. It all depends. It all depends how I feel on the day. But yeah, deadline day, I think it's Friday. Is it Friday? Saturday? I don't know when it is. It's coming up. Kate believes Tottenham might win a trophy one day. Now, Vindaloo, don't make me.
No, I don't think we're going to win a trophy. I know we are.
I love how you so easily dismiss science in favour of things people said on the internet, Kate. You're so silly, but I love you to bits. Kuva, am I silly though, or am I actually the clever one? Isn't it? You know, you mock us. So then Amelia next to you isn't real. Your love for her doesn't exist. I believe you have a son. Apologies if I'm wrong, but he's not real either. No, he is, because it's like Sims. I don't know if you know the game Sims. They create a character and they give you the ability to have you can make choices in the same way that if you believe in God, you believe he created Adam and Eve, but gave them the choice. So yeah, I do believe that we're like Sims. Little walking people that they control.
Little diamonds above our head.
Yeah. Dinosaurs do exist. I saw Anne Widdecombe on TV. Jen says, bit thick though, if mammoths can survive and they can't.
No, it's look, if it wasn't for humans, well, you can't say that, David, because they reckon the humans wiped out the mammoth, right? So what's to say if humans come along and they didn't wipe out the dinosaurs? You know, humans have got a good. They've got a bit of a track record of wiping things out, animals.
Paddy, is this your actual son, or is someone in Arsenal's got injured for 6 months? Let me know.
What's happened? I missed that. What happened?
Angus said that it's Rinketic. My boy got injured last night. He's out for 6 months. I don't know who he means.
Did I see Paddy Harney in there?
As of today, scientists can grow and construct a living dinosaur.
Yeah, they said that.
Paddy. Go Jim.
Yeah, they've got they've got enough DNA, right? I saw a program where they reckon they've got enough DNA from a woolly mammoth where they could clone it now.
Joey, I know what you're saying, but a simulation isn't real. The people in it aren't real. I know, but you wouldn't know you're not real because you're all part of the simulation. That's the point. Big up, David. Thank you very much for donating the 2 memberships. Very much appreciated. Information, truth, fact can all be too easily manipulated. Just blindly go along with what the majority say without asking questions is closing your mind. Always ask questions. Yes, AJ.
Yeah, but is it closing your mind or is it opening your mind? Because like me, right, my mind's not closed on evolution and dinosaurs. My mind's open to it, and I like to learn about it as much as
And
possible.
we're open to finding out that it's not there.
Dinosaurs were millions of years before humans, Jim.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if the Big Bang hadn't happened, David, we might have coexisted with them and ended up wiping them out because the humans normally wipe out anything that's dangerous to them.
See, Ed said we hunted dinosaurs out of extinction, but I just thought dinosaurs weren't around at the same time.
No, they wasn't. They come after. The humans come after, but they've got proof that woolly mammoths were alive when the first humans were alive, and it was the humans that wiped them out.
It's not that they're not real, Joey. To me, they're real, but in the grand scheme of things, no, they're not. Yeah, like the Truman. Well, I haven't seen the Truman Show. And I agree with this as well. I think all the answers are at the bottom of the sea because no one's been there, no one can get there, no one knows what's down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of answers. They reckon there's more dinosaur bones at the bottom of the ocean than anywhere else on the planet.
I'll bury you there then, and you'll be with your friends.
Fossils.
No, Jim's not real either. I think the world we live in is not real, and we are entertainment for the dinosaurs. The sea's like another planet. Yeah, Jim, it's closing your mind. You're accepting what you're told and not questioning it.
No, because some things but you could say that about anything. You could say that about different stuff. It's either you believe in it or you don't believe in it. There's some stuff I believe in and some stuff I don't believe in. Right. So it's you open your mind to some things and other things you think, well, that's not a bit of me. I don't really believe that. So
I know, Paddy. I have had a word with Jim. I've told him he's on his final warning. If you don't back his ideas up, he's gone.
Paddy, dropping me in it.
Did you watch The Big Bang Theory? I've never seen that. You've watched it, haven't you? I don't know what their theory is on there.
I don't. I just watch it because it's funny. I don't really care about the science part.
I don't think dinosaurs existed, no. And I do think aliens exist, yes. But I don't think that the government wants us to know that dinosaurs didn't exist. And I don't think the government want us to know that aliens do exist. Yes, Jimbo, you're 100% right. The bones at the bottom of the ocean or in Area 51 and the pyramids, yes. Jim, I question everything, says AJ. And big up, Aaron, good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my lovely. Listen, I'm not saying what I'm saying is right, and people can think I'm thick and stupid as much as they want, but it's what I believe. The same way Jimbo believes there was dinosaurs and in evolution.
But your sister just said, I'm obsessed with dinosaurs. I'm not obsessed with dinosaurs. I really find it interesting the way that they, I just find it interesting that when they dig them up and they do reconstructions of how they lived and what was top of the food chain and how the smaller ones survived. I just find it interesting. I do. So maybe I'm obsessed.
Next one of these, you need a guest. Perhaps we should get AJ on next time. He's very open-minded. Knows a lot of things about this sort of stuff, so we'll sort that out with AJ.
Yeah, but you say he's open-minded. Is he open-minded? Because he's closed-minded on dinosaurs.
He's not. He doesn't believe they didn't exist. Yeah, so am I.
He's adamant they didn't exist. So that's not.
That's opinionated. That's not closed-minded.
So why am I closed-minded?
I didn't say you was.
No, but AJ said to me, I'm closed-minded on it. I'm not closed-minded on it. Like what you said about the simulation, when we spoke about it before, I said I can see some variations of what you're saying, but I just don't believe in that. But I'm not saying I'm right or wrong.
I believe, Joey, that we do have proof of the aliens and their bones and bodies, but they're in Area 51 and we're not allowed to see them.
Maybe the aliens actually are the dinosaurs. But the bones we're finding are aliens, not dinosaurs.
Yes, maybe the bones we're finding are the alien bones, not dinosaur bones. Yeah, I mean, Paddy, your Irish mythology, I know about leprechauns, but I don't know about a lot of it. But yeah, feel free to drop me some stuff over.
That would be quite a good show, that with about Ireland with their myths.
Do you believe in ghosts? 100% has. We did do a full show on ghosties, but yeah, we've all experienced things with ghosts, so 100% we do. Dinosaurs did exist, but they might not have been called dinosaurs when they were around. Bones have been found that prove they existed, but they might not have been called dinosaurs. Yep. Big up, Paul. There were two sons, one plays at Tottenham. Personally, I think intimating someone is closed-minded is condescending. I agree. I didn't see anyone say you were closed-minded, Jim, but I don't think you are, because it's like the moon landing. You thought we had, and then you've changed your mind.
Well, I think that we have landed on the moon somewhere along the line, right? But I can see why people think we haven't landed on the moon. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not on the fence, but I can understand where people say we didn't land on the moon because of things that have been pointed out.
AJ says, if you carry on like this, Jimbo, I'm going to have to give you a big kiss and a tickle.
I just think if we landed on the moon, we'd still be raving about it.
Yeah, and we'd go backwards and forwards, surely, if we'd landed on the moon. Angus, the only thing we Scottish believe is haggis, iron brew, and buckfast. Yeah, Area 51, I definitely do think that there's aliens in there. Two facts: dinos did exist, and Daniel Levy is a shocking chairman.
Or is he?
Yeah. So any alien artifacts, bones found throughout the world are sent to Area 51. Well, they're closed down very quick. We saw a guy, we watched a program on all sorts of supernatural things, and this guy had driven, he was a pilot, and he got footage on his plane, didn't he, Jimbo, of a UFO. He landed, he told them, he showed them the footage, and within like an hour, he'd been whisked away by like men in black, literally the men in black, and told he can't say anything to anyone. All the footage was taken off him, and it's been so many years, and he's come out now, hasn't he, Jim? Do you remember?
Yeah, we watched it, yeah.
So I do think that there's specialist departments all over the world that deal with anything like that.
I find it very strange, right? I find it very strange that there's all them planets out there, and there's not other living organisms on them. There's got to be somewhere on all them planets. We can't be the only planet with life. I won't have it.
No, me neither. Yes, exactly that, Jack. I agree.
And you've got to think to yourself, right? You've got to think to yourself, I was born in the 60s, right? So I remember technology back then. It was very basic. And how it's come along now. 50, 60 years.
Choked on my saliva.
Don't choke.
Choked on her own saliva, if you please.
50, 60 years later, our technology is so advanced. So you've got to think to yourself that some of these planets out there, they might be so way, way, way ahead on us with technology. They might be smarter than us, and their technology is like tenfold ours, you know.
We originally came from Mars. That is quite a possibility that we wrecked that planet and have now come to Earth. Don't know. I believe in aliens, believe we're visited by them. However, I don't think we're created by them. Listen, all these things we're never going to know.
I think there is aliens living on Earth. I believe that.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I think we'll call it a day because I'm really hungry. I am going to do a show tomorrow. I'm going to do a member show tomorrow, I think, because I haven't done one for a couple of weeks. So I think we will do a member show, and maybe next week or next time we do this, might get a guest on or something. What do you think? Joey says, let's be honest, there are ancient cave paintings depicting aliens landing. Exactly that.
Yeah.
If we've been to the moon 55 years ago, why can't we get up there again? Rockets constantly falling. It's nonsense, says Jen. And read the book, The Final Analysis. Yeah, I know. I don't want to go too much into certain things because it's dodgy. I think all the planets around our solar system are planets we've ruined over millions of years. And each time we go to a new planet, we start again. 1,000,000% agree with that. Angus said he'd come on tomorrow. Big up, Angus. We shall see you tomorrow. David, it costs too much. Talking about dinosaurs, how's Benga? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Queries and Theories calling show next week where people can come on and have their chat and see what they feel. That'd be good. That's a good idea. But tomorrow will be a members' football show from 12 o'clock. So, yeah, thanks as always, Amelia Louise, for joining us. Thanks, Jimbo. I hope everybody has a great day. Be careful of aliens. Be careful of drones that pretend to be pigeons, and be careful of anything that we don't understand. Hang on, Jim.
Bless you. Bless you. That's such a pathetic little sneeze.
Sorry. Big up David Shear for being a member for 9 months and gifting to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs memberships. Yeah, and mind the daffodils as well with the little cameras in. Well pointed out there, Joey. But Jimbo, I shall let you finish the show as only you can.
Can I just say I'm a little bit disappointed with Amelia today? She didn't really contribute today. She normally
she's
really
quiet.
Yeah.
I think she's tired.
You normally take the show to another level, Amelia, and you didn't today.
And her tongue hurts. She's got a massive ulcer on the end of her tongue. It's probably the aliens that done it. But Jimbo, go on, close the show as only you can.
Come on, you fucking dinosaurs. The quad is on. Oh, no, that's Spurs. Sorry. Fucking love you.